Hello, my name is Declan Forth. My making of video essay is about learning how to animate in 2D on top of live action clips. It's been my long-term goal to learn how to produce 2D animations. This essay gave me the opportunity to delve into the topic of 2D animation and learn how to produce it myself. I had already researched in the area around 2D live action before making this essay. I had already looked into works like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Life Aquatic beforehand. The basic knowledge of these past classics allowed me to get a basic feel for how hard it is to produce a 2D animation, let alone one that matches up with a live action clip. I was immensely inspired by Life Aquatic because of its artistic use of animation, although Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is my favourite film that uses 2D animation techniques on top of live action. They use dramatic text and shock lines to replicate the style of the original comic book, and how action-packed a comic book strip can feel. The Gorillaz also have used 2D animation on top of live action clips in their music videos. They present the band members as virtual characters. This allows the band to have multiple artists to appear in the band for only one or two songs. This impacted media culture as nothing like this had been attempted before or again. These are all prime examples that use 2D animation to their advantage to boost both the tone and appearance of the film in creative and unique ways. During this learning process, I used multiple tutorials to increase my knowledge in Toon Boom. I decided upon using this software as it fit my creative needs perfectly. I came to the decision to create 3 20-second long 2D live action animations that portrayed creatures that I personally enjoy. I chose a snake, a gorilla, and a gecko to base my creations off. I concluded I would use these templates to create new morphed versions of the original animals I had chosen. In the end, I chose a flying snake, a hair monster who can turn invisible, and a pufferfish gecko. During the early stages of production, I discovered that matching animation up to a live action clip was much harder than anticipated. I had to research further into how to animate on top of the clips in much more depth. In the last stages of creating my animation, my files corrupted, leading me to lose almost 2/3 of my work. This sadly meant I had to scrap the flying snake idea, as there was not enough time to reanimate both the pufferfish gecko and that flying snake. The positive of this is it allowed me to focus mainly onto the pufferfish gecko. This granted me extra time to work on the animation, as well as freedom to experiment with it, letting it become the best animation I produced. I painstakingly added small details that will hardly be noticed in the final animation, like quick movements of the feet running and the tail swaying. This brings a realism to the gecko animation that I never intended to be in, but aesthetically is pleasing. The 2 clips I created are both 20 seconds long. They both fit the brief I set myself. I'm extremely happy with both of them and I hope you enjoy. in the end I'm very happy with how my animations have gone. I wish I had had chance to add live action camera tracking on the 2D animations, but as it proved, just animating the 2D animations was hard enough. If I was to try and attempt this again, I would set more achievable goals and a much more flexible and relaxed timeline for each production deadline. I am, however, glad that I attempted and succeeded in completing the goal I set for myself in my personal brief for this assignment. Something else to learn from is that Toon Boom breaks often. This leads to me having to use alternative methods to capture the animation. This isn't a massive problem, as I can redo the animation in another software if I wish, and if I were to attempt to do another project like this, I would keep trying to use Toon Boom while also looking for alternative methods on the marketplace. I hope you've enjoyed watching my making of essay. I certainly enjoyed making both the clips and the making of video, as I've not done either before. Thank you for watching, bye.